Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And before we get into today's episode, make sure you check out my new channel that I just made because on here I'm gonna be helping you guys with Instagram and other social growth type of things. I want to do a couple of cool videos on there, so make sure you check the link in the description and go ahead and subscribe. And let's get on with today's video. First of all, I've seen a lot of people break the tie here and talk about this The Great Reset article, or I guess magazine from Time. Time's new international cover, The Great Reset. And it's literally a reset as it is building the world, rebuilding the world, reconstructing it. And there's been a lot of people who have linked this to XRP with a lot of different sides. And the fun fact about all of this is, well, whenever we talk about a great reset, all right, a lot of them are either talking about debt or payments. Because, well, if you're thinking about debt, you're also thinking about paying people, paying things, and the payment sector. And whenever I see that ball rolling and whenever I see discussions going around, it always kind of comes back down to XRP as a core, which is rather interesting. Albeit in the way of Ripple has a connection that is connected to this reset and so forth and so on. They're always there. Again, guys, XRP is always in the midst of things. And if we're talking a reset, I'm also considering the payment revolution that we're witnessing right now, of which Ripple and XRP are going to be a great part. Esoteric XRP just posted what's going on with Ripple. Along with no regulations, all this drama about Ripple leaving the US sounds like another way to keep peasants away from XRP until they are ready. Keep the price down and make it look unattractive. To this one, I had 2 points. One, I think Ripple's stance upon leaving the US is a very positive one, which is actually very appealing to investors because a company being this adamant about going through with their strategy, even if they had to leave the country and they're private anyway, I think that's definitely a very bullish move, and definitely something to admire and something that can definitely appeal to investors, even for XRP. So I would not agree with this. Making the price look unattractive, though, or making at least the crypto itself look unattractive, not necessarily the price, that is kind of making sense, however, since there are some good reasons to relate or to think about as to why Ripple would want the XRP price to be low at this point. Honestly speaking, Ripple has the best benefit in the price going up, but consider that there's a ton of people in this world, right? And a ton of people that make a big difference. And a lot of us peasants, sort of, we can't really make too much of a difference if we buy or sell these coins. A lot of others can, though. And I'm sometimes thinking maybe Ripple is waiting for, a lot of these announcements to come live for some more big players to get in. Albeit the smaller investors that are important, a couple of billionaires or higher millionaires, but most likely just those institutional investors that are looking for a good entry. And if the price skyrockets right now, they won't probably be that eager to get in. And maybe Ripple wants to start off with more money inside of the system, more liquidity to provide more ODL customers, but to also get a better head start for the way further. And this is sometimes a thought. You see, it doesn't matter if Ripple leaves the US if the XRPL Foundation continues to manage the ledger there. I mean, or here. It doesn't really matter wherever they are. The foundation could even get absorbed into US Treasury. Who knows? I don't see that happening, but alright. Or even in a more bizarre scenario, XRP could become a supranational currency in a SDR kind of way. Then maybe Switzerland or Singapore for Ripple and the foundation could make sense for broader global acceptance. Either way, there's plans within plans, and Ripple and the controllers know what they're doing. It's about all the money. Although we're seeing XP manipulation, I feel it will happen today. Time will tell. All in all, he is quite right. XRP as a world I guess, a digital global reserve currency, I don't know the exact name we should give it, is a possibility. XRP as a depth remover system or something like that. I sometimes see some theories of those actually work out. In general, though, we mustn't go out from that fact, as that's not the primary focus, not the primary purpose. So I wouldn't count on it, but it's a possibility. However, the last part here, it's about all the money and the fact that it's all planned and there's plans within plans and they know what they're doing. That's all true as well. All right, we're talking again with a multi-billion-dollar company with some advisors that are ruling this world right now. They have conferences with guys that are ruling this world literally. But again, consider the advisors that they have, which I covered in the previous video. They're not going to let this bean spill out. All right, there's no way this is going to roll over easily, and there's no way this is going to fail. But that also means that if the price right now is low, it is most likely because they chose it to be low. I fail to accept that Ripple could not help XRP price go up if they wanted to. All right, think about this one. What if Ripple were to just come out and literally just push XRP to the public? Not by saying XRP will go up in price, because I don't think they're allowed to do something like that, but just literally push XRP, try their best. Don't you think they could get a lot further at least? But what I'm thinking is, a part of them is not wanting to just quite yet because they want to wait. Another part of them is just afraid of all the security concerns and they want to rule it out first, which is also why they want to leave the US, so to make sure that XRP cannot be called a security anymore. So they're just fine with everything and they can just go full speed onto their plans. As of this point, there's a lot of blocks on the road. Analyst who called Ethereum's Parabolic Breakout says XRP is going to be next. Definitely another interesting one. XRP's price action has been rather... Mosquito. Did I get him? I got him! Guys, my days. I just slammed my monitor, but I got him though. Damn. All right, that's a nice night for me now. Thank you. Thank you guys for helping me out with that one. Woo! There we go. I'm excited. Could have taken me another 30 minutes. What's the worst? When you wake up at 5 a.m., 4 a.m., pick something, and there's a mosquito bugging you, but you just can't find him, so you want to go back to sleep, but that mother, it keeps on coming back into your ear. I can't really think of many things in terms of sounds that are worse than that. It's the worst. All right, moving on though. There's some guy that is claiming XRP is going to be going amazing. All right, but thing is though, I mean, there's a ton of people saying that, and here they kind of put it on to the fact that this guy sees some striking similarities between Ethereum's price action and the recent parabolic move and things like that. But the problem with that is all these crypto have a pretty close correlation, and thus if XRP is looking pretty damn juicy, then chances are relatively high that Ethereum and Bitcoin are looking very juicy as well. It is only in a time where we either have some crazy or insane bullish moves where all these coins can make individual, I guess, complete moves. But as of this point, in a little bit bullish but most likely neutral market, yeah, it's not really the case. All right, only once you start to see like plus 20 on some coins is when we can start thinking about this. But as of this point, XRP and Ethereum are hand in hand. If some crazy announcement comes, yeah, they'll separate. But if nothing happens, they'll stick together quite closely. So, I mean, this guy is just calling out a big breakout then, because saying XRP is next is a little bit strange to say. It just means that the crypto market will go up, which can happen, but it's a little bit of a strange phrasing to go for then, if that's what you mean. Commodity analyst, I don't see what's going to stop Bitcoin from appreciating. And again, whenever I talk about Bitcoin in this fashion, I like to relate it to all different sorts of coins because, as I just said, the correlations are rather high. So what's going to be happening to Bitcoin is most likely also going to translate over into coins like XRP and Ethereum. But if you do some good thinking for yourself, it does make a lot of sense once more, where it's like crypto has a lot of valid points to itself, and there's a lot of appealing factors. There's just way higher of a chance that people will eventually adopt this and the price will keep going up as there's always demand, rather than people being like, you know what, this crypto realm, yeah, we're not feeling it. Let's just go for fiat, which is so, you know, unstable in the sense of everything can collapse any moment because of the current system. I don't know. I just don't feel people would really put their faith all in fiat anymore. And with commodities, it's kind of the same way, where it's like commodities are really tied to a certain fiat. I mean, if the US dollar goes bad, a lot of commodities will have a good problem. I should say a lot of equities, a lot of, you know, I guess I should say a lot of stocks. Commodities as well could be because, well, everything is denominated in the US dollar. But I don't know if they'll have a big problem because, well, if the US dollar really shifts that heavily, I think the world reserve currency will shift. Whether or not that will be XRP or the Chinese yuan or renminbi, I can't really say, but there's definitely some changes happening, which we also should acknowledge. Billionaire Mike Novogratz says Bitcoin is not ready to be a currency just quite yet. I see some people say the same thing for XRP, especially in the last couple of weeks. Whenever we're talking about this UK move, I saw some people say XRP is not yet ready for the big league. They're just, kind of appreciating or kind of getting everything together. And to a certain degree, I can also agree with all of that, as it's like they're literally just trying to accumulate everything in a very short amount of time to just pump it all out eventually, to just boost everything out there once they become something quote unquote official. And the currency part is mostly because of its instability and the fact that there's not that much known about the controlling, and there's all these small little issues which need to be figured out, which don't make it as accessible as a normal currency. On the contrary, though, it's like I don't know if they'll ever get fixed, and I don't know if that's really necessary to be called a currency, because I consider it a currency as well, but yeah, whatever. Guys, that was it for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Make sure you press the like button and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and make sure you check out the Growth Master Academy. Link will be in the description below.